Okay, so let's dive into ChatGPT mastery.
Sound good to me.
You send over this YouTube transcript,
Right.
Ultimate ChatGPT 4.0 Guide 2024 from AI Master,
Mm.
and wow, it's just packed with tips and tricks.
Yeah.
We're going to unpack all of that
Okay.
and really try to figure out how to get the most out of ChatGPT.
It's really exciting where we are with AI now because it's becoming less about what it is
Yeah.
and more about what we can do with it.
Totally, and this video just jumps right into it.
Yeah.
Like it kind of assumes that you're raring to go.
Yep.
So we're going to skip the account setup part.
Okay.
You can always refer back to the video for that.
Sure.
Let's talk about creating really good prompts,
That's the key.
because this is really the core of using ChatGPT effectively.
It really is. And it's amazing how something so simple,
Yep.
which is how you phrase your request,
Mm-hmm.
can totally change how ChatGPT works for you.
Totally.
You know, the video talks about how a well-crafted prompt
Yep.
is like a key that unlocks a treasure chest of possibilities.
It uses the phrase garbage in, garbage out,
Right.
which I think is very appropriate here.
Yeah.
Because if you were to ask a really amazing chef
Mm-hmm.
to make you pasta
Yeah.
by just saying, make me pasta,
Right.
they don't have a lot to go on.
Exactly. Instead, you could say, I'm a total beginner,
Okay.
and I need a simple recipe, something with clear step-by-step instructions,
Okay.
a list of ingredients that are easy to find,
Yeah.
and maybe even a calorie count.
Oh, wow.
Now you're cooking.
Now you're talking.
That's the power of a good prompt.
So this video breaks it down into
Okay.
formatting style and restrictions.
Okay.
And formatting is basically like how you want the information to be presented to you.
Okay.
Whether it's like a bullet point list or a
Right.
step-by-step guide
Yeah.
or just like a paragraph of text.
Okay, cool.
And then style is like the tone and the voice.
Okay.
Do you want it to be formal, informal, technical, conversational? And then you've got restrictions,
Yes.
which are kind of like setting boundaries for ChatGPT.
Okay.
Like, okay, give me a pasta recipe. BUT, don't use any fancy ingredients or
Well-
complicated techniques
Yeah.
to prevent it from going off on a tangent
Right.
about like truffle oil
Right.
and homemade pasta.
Yeah.
When all you really want is a quick and easy weeknight dinner.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah.
But what really clicked for me
Okay.
was this idea of providing context to your prompts.
Yes.
It's like giving ChatGPT a backstage pass to your brain.
Exact.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. The video gives an example of telling ChatGPT.
Okay.
Imagine you're a college student with a 3.8 GPA
Okay.
writing an essay about the French Revolution.
Okay.
So, like, by setting the stage like that,
Mhm.
you're giving it a framework to tailor its response specifically to you.
It's like having a research assistant
Right.
who knows your academic style
Exactly.
and can kind of anticipate
Yeah.
what you need. Instead of giving you just like generic bullet points,
Right.
you're getting insights that feel almost personalized.
Totally.
Imagine you have to like draft a presentation
Okay.
for your marketing team.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell ChatGPT,
Yeah.
you are a marketing consultant,
Okay.
known for creating really dynamic presentations.
Yeah.
Boom.
There you go.
Now it knows
I would know
that it's not starting from scratch.
Right.
It understands the
Mm.
context, the audience, the
Totally.
level of detail required.
And speaking of detail, another powerful tool the video explores is providing examples.
Okay, this is where it gets interesting.
Yes.
Imagine you're trying to get ChatGPT to sound more like you,
Oh.
to capture your writing style.
Mm-hmm.
You could feed it a sample of your work
Okay.
and ask it to analyze it.
Right.
It's kind of crazy
Oh, I know. It's wild.
how accurate it can be
Yeah.
at picking up on your writing quirks and preferences.
It's like a chameleon that
Yeah.
can blend in with any writing style.
It's a little freaky,
Right.
but in a good way. It
Yeah.
really highlights how much data this thing processes
Totally.
to be able to understand and replicate
Yeah.
those nuances.
And once you're kind of comfortable with those basics,
Okay.
the video moves on to some really cool advanced techniques.
Okay.
Like nested prompts.
Yeah, those sound a little intimidating.
So imagine you're building with Legos.
Okay.
And instead of randomly sticking bricks together,
Mm-hmm.
you have a clear picture in mind.
Okay.
Nested prompts are kind of like giving ChatGPT step-by-step instructions for how to build your Lego masterpiece.
Okay.
You're basically saying, build this section first,
Mhm.
then add this detail, and finish it off with this flourish.
So instead of me just saying, write me a story, I can say something like, write me a detective story
Okay.
set in a futuristic city
Mm-hmm.
where the main character is a grumpy robot detective
Okay.
who only solves cases involving stolen data.
Hello.
Make sure there's a plot twist
Yeah.
involving a rogue AI
Okay.
and a dramatic showdown in a virtual reality world.
You got it.
Okay.
You're providing the key elements there. The
Yeah.
genre, the setting, the character, the plot points.
Right.
And ChatGPT can then fill in the blanks
Okay.
with its own creative prowess,
Right.
but within the framework that you've provided.
So it's like I'm a film director
Exactly.
and ChatGPT is my screenwriter,
Yes.
bringing my vision to life shot by shot.
It's a powerful collaboration.
That's really cool.
And speaking of collaboration,
Okay.
let's move on to how to truly make ChatGPT an extension of yourself
Okay.
with custom instructions and custom GPTs.
So this is where we start tailoring it
It's
to our specific needs and workflows.
It's like having a personal assistant who
Yeah.
anticipates your every need.
Yeah.
So let's say you're creating social media posts for your business.
Okay.
You can set a custom instruction to automatically include your business name, your website, any relevant hashtags in every draft.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Right.
That would save me so much time and it
Right.
would make sure everything is consistent.
Totally. And it gets even better.
So?
The video also talks about creating custom GPTs
Okay.
for specific tasks.
So instead of having one chat GPT,
Right.
I could have a whole roster
Exactly.
of specialized GPTs
Yes.
ready to tackle different things.
It's really cool.
That's a very cool concept.
So think about tasks that you do regularly
Okay.
that could be streamlined or even automated with AI.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you often need to summarize
Okay.
lengthy articles
Sure.
or research papers.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
Right.
I feel like I spend half my life
Right.
reading through these long reports,
Yes.
trying to figure out what the main point is.
So imagine having a custom GPT
Okay.
that's really good at summarizing.
Okay.
You could feed it a 20-page report, and it would give you a concise summary,
Okay.
highlighting all the important points and findings.
That would be amazing.
Right.
Especially if it could adapt to different styles.
Exactly.
'Cause sometimes I just need like the executive summary,
Right.
and sometimes I need to go deeper.
And the beauty is they're very flexible.
Yeah.
They can be trained
Mm-hmm.
to really meet your needs.
The video mentioned a custom GPT called Consensus.
Yes.
That's specifically for research.
It is.
Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah. So consensus is like having access to a
Okay.
team of research assistants,
Okay.
all working to gather and summarize information
Mhm.
from a huge database
Okay.
of credible sources.
So like if I was writing a report
Yes,
on renewable energy,
exactly.
I could ask Consensus
Yes,
to gather information on solar technology.
you got it.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's like having a direct line to a curated library of knowledge.
That is really cool.
Right. But here's where it gets even more exciting. You can actually create your own.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I thought you needed to know how to code
Yeah.
to make a custom GPT.
You don't. The video really emphasizes
Right.
how user-friendly the process has become.
Okay.
You're basically answering a series of questions that ChatGPT asks you.
So it's like it's interviewing me
It
to
is.
figure out what I need.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
And the key is to be really clear and specific in your instructions.
Okay.
The more detailed you are, the
Okay.
better ChatGPT can understand your vision.
So if I wanted to build a custom GPT
Yes.
to help me with social media,
Okay.
what details would I need to provide?
You'd want to tell it about your brand's voice and tone.
Okay.
Like, are you playful?
Wow.
Are you professional?
Mhm.
Informative?
Okay.
Who is your target audience?
Right.
What kind of content do you typically share?
Okay.
What are your goals? Are you looking to increase engagement, drive traffic to your website, build brand awareness? It's
Yeah.
like I'm training a new employee.
Let's
So I need
go.
to give them all the info
Well,
and context.
It's just like training a new employee, it's important to provide feedback
right.
and make adjustments along the way.
So I need to test it out
Yeah.
as I'm building it.
The video recommends testing as you're building,
Right.
refining the responses.
It's like potty training a puppy.
There you go.
You know, you've got to be patient.
Positive reinforcement.
Yeah, positive reinforcement.
Exactly.
So once I've got all these custom GPTs, how do I use them?
That's a great question.
Is it like separate conversations?
So the video actually reveals a cool trick.
Oh, okay.
You can summon them.
Summon them.
Yes.
Like I summon the GPT of marketing.
A little bit like that.
That's so cool.
So let's say you're working on a project
Okay.
that involves analyzing data,
Mm.
writing a report,
Yeah.
and then creating a presentation.
Okay.
You could summon your data analysis GPT
Okay.
to crunch the numbers.
Then call on your writing GPT
Okay.
to craft the report,
Right.
and then finally summon your presentation GPT
Wow.
to pull it all together.
So they can all work together. That's amazing.
They can work together seamlessly.
I love that.
It's like conducting an orchestra
Yeah.
of specialized AIs,
That's really cool.
all playing their part in perfect harmony.
Now, that's what I call teamwork.
Exactly.
This is blowing my mind.
Yeah.
It's like having a whole team of AI specialists
It's pretty remarkable.
on call, ready to go.
And this is still just the text-based side of things.
All right.
The video goes on to explore ChatGPT's visual capabilities.
Okay.
And that's where things get really interesting.
So it can work with images now.
It can.
I remember hearing something about that.
It's true. ChatGPT is no longer limited to the world of words.
Okay.
It can actually see and interpret images.
Hold on.
Yeah.
How does that even work?
So it can describe what's in the picture,
Okay.
but it goes way beyond that.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Let's have it.
So,
What's ChatGPT doing with images
okay.
that's got you so excited?
Well, imagine showing ChatGPT something more complex than a cat photo,
Okay.
like a diagram of the water cycle with labels and arrows.
Okay.
It can identify what's happening in the image,
Wow.
describe the process, the different elements involved.
That's really impressive.
Yeah.
It's one thing to like recognize objects,
right.
but to actually understand
Yeah.
a scientific diagram,
I know.
that's wild.
And it gets even better.
Okay.
It can actually extract text from images,
What?
even messy handwritten notes.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you saying I could take a picture of my meeting notes
Yes.
and have it type them out for me?
The video shows a screenshot. It's just a jumble of words,
Okay.
different fonts, different sizes,
Mm-hmm.
and ChatGPT pulls out every single one,
What?
even organizes them alphabetically.
Okay, now that's a game changer,
Right.
especially for students. Or anyone who takes a lot of notes by hand.
Yeah.
No more tedious typing.
And it goes even further.
Okay.
You can actually turn handwritten code into working software.
No way.
Yes.
So I could sketch out a program
Yeah.
on like a napkin,
Yeah.
take a picture.
Well, don't expect it to build the next Google
Okay.
from a doodle,
Right.
but for simple programs, it's possible.
Wow.
The video shows an example with a basic program diagram.
Okay.
ChatGPT generates the code, even explains how it works.
That's mind-blowing.
It's pretty remarkable.
It's like having a superpower
Right.
translating between my visual ideas
Totally.
and the language of computers.
And while all of this is possible,
Okay.
with the web version of ChatGPT,
Mm-hmm.
the video really hypes up the mobile app
Okay.
as the ultimate tool for this.
So I've been a little slow on the uptake here.
Yeah.
I haven't really used the mobile app that much.
Okay.
Is it that much better?
Honestly, it's a game changer.
Okay.
The video walks through how you can snap a photo.
Okay. And then have a conversation with ChatGPT about it,
Okay.
either by typing or using voice commands.
Okay. I can see where voice commands would be really helpful with
Yeah.
images.
Totally.
Give me a real-world scenario
Okay.
where this would actually come in handy.
So picture this. You're at a restaurant,
Right.
faced with a menu the size of a textbook.
Oh, yeah.
You can just snap a photo
Okay.
and ask ChatGPT,
Mhm.
what are some gluten-free options under 500 calories?
Well, that's a good idea.
Right.
No more squinting at the menu,
Right.
trying to find the tiny print.
Yeah, you don't have to flag down the waiter,
Yeah.
interrogate them about ingredients.
Or imagine you're traveling.
Yes.
See a landmark, but you have no idea what it is.
Snap a photo.
Mm-hmm.
Ask ChatGPT, what is this?
Okay.
Get instant information on its history, significance.
It's like having a tour guide
Yes,
in my pocket.
exactly. And the video emphasizes how powerful it is
Okay.
to combine voice interaction with this visual recognition.
Okay, so give me an example. Okay, let's say you're trying to fix a piece of equipment,
Okay.
but the instruction manual might as well be written in hieroglyphics.
Right.
You can now snap a photo of the confusing part
Right.
and have a back and forth with ChatGPT
Oh,
about how it works.
so it's like,
What is this thing? What does it connect to? Why
Yeah.
does it keep making that noise?
it's like having an expert looking over my shoulder.
Yes.
Okay.
That's really cool.
It really opens up a whole new dimension of interaction.
So we've got image understanding,
Yes.
text extraction,
Mhm.
code interpretation.
Mhm.
What else can it do with images?
So this is where things get really creative.
Okay.
Have you heard of DALL-E?
Vaguely, I think it's another AI.
Yes.
Something to do with art.
Exactly. DALL-E is an AI system that can generate images
Okay.
from text descriptions.
So it's like having a digital artist
It is.
at my command,
Yes.
ready to bring my wildest imaginings to life.
So if you typed in...
a fluffy unicorn eating a pizza in a rainforest,
Yeah.
DALL-E would create an image based on that.
That's so cool.
The key to getting good results with DALL-E, just like with ChatGPT, is to be as specific and detailed as possible.
So instead of a house, I'd
Yeah.
say a Victorian-style house with a red front door.
Exactly. The more detail you provide, the
Yeah.
more impressive the final image will be.
That's so cool. What if I'm not very good
Okay,
at coming up with those descriptions?
ChatGPT can actually help you with that.
Really?
You can ask it for prompt suggestions,
Okay.
or even have it refine your existing descriptions to make
Okay.
them more evocative and specific for DALL-E.
So ChatGPT can help me.
It's like having an AI art director.
Wow. So not only can it understand
It's incredible.
and
Like-
generate text,
Yeah.
analyze data,
Yes.
and interpret images,
Yep,
but it can also create original artwork
it can.
based on my ideas.
It's the ultimate creative collaborator.
It really is.
And while DALL-E is incredibly powerful,
Yeah. The video also encourages listeners to explore other AI art generators.
okay,
Because each one has its own strengths and weaknesses,
that's a good point.
its own unique style.
It is a good reminder that this is all changing so fast.
It is
Mhm.
rapidly evolving landscapes.
Yeah, it's kind of overwhelming.
It's both exciting and a little overwhelming,
Yeah.
but that's part of the adventure.
True tech.
Discovering new ways to create and express ourselves
Yeah.
with the help of these AI tools.
It's easy to get caught up in the technical details,
Right.
but really this is all about
Yeah,
expanding our creative potential.
precisely. And speaking of potential,
Yeah.
the video highlights another area where ChatGPT can really shine.
Okay.
Data analysis.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Amidst all the
right.
image generation excitement,
It's a lot.
it can crunch numbers too.
It can.
Okay, tell me more. Data analysis with ChatGPT.
Yes.
Now that's something I need to hear more about because I'll be honest, spreadsheets and I
Right.
not exactly best friends.
I hear you. A lot of people find data analysis daunting.
Yeah.
But this video makes a good case for how ChatGPT can make it easier
Okay.
and maybe even enjoyable.
So how does it work?
Okay.
What's the secret sauce here?
So the key is its built-in code interpreter.
Okay.
Now, before you run for the hills
Okay.
thinking you need to be a programmer,
Yeah.
let me explain.
Okay.
It's not as complicated as it sounds.
Okay.
So the code interpreter basically allows ChatGPT to work with data in a very structured way. Like
Okay.
it's reading a spreadsheet.
Okay.
Instead of a poem,
Right.
you can upload your data.
Okay.
Things like spreadsheets, CSV files, even archives
Mhm.
directly into ChatGPT.
So instead of me like
Yeah.
wrestling with formulas in a spreadsheet
Exactly.
or trying to make charts and graphs,
Right.
I could just let ChatGPT handle it.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And the video even shows how ChatGPT can deal with data that's messy or disorganized.
Okay.
And it even suggests ways to clean it up.
Okay. That alone.
Right.
That alone is amazing.
It can be so tedious.
I spent so many hours
Yeah.
cleaning up data sets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now ChatGPT can handle that grunt work
Okay.
so that you're free to focus on the more interesting stuff.
So what can it actually do with my data?
So that's where the real magic happens.
Okay.
ChatGPT can identify trends, it can create visualizations,
Yeah, okay.
it can even make predictions
Really?
based on your data.
Wow. Okay.
It's like having a personal data analyst on call.
Give me an example.
Okay.
How would this work in real life?
So let's say you're running an online store
Okay.
and you want to understand your
Mhm.
customers' buying habits better.
Okay.
You could upload your sales data to ChatGPT
Okay.
and ask it questions like,
Mm.
what are my top selling products?
Okay.
What time of day do most of my sales occur?
Right.
Are there any patterns in terms of when people buy certain items together?
That's so smart.
Right.
That would be so valuable.
It's pure gold for a business owner.
Yeah.
It could totally help you.
Yeah.
Optimize your marketing campaigns, adjust your inventory,
Mhm.
design better promotions.
Yeah. That's amazing.
And it goes beyond just identifying those basic patterns.
Okay.
ChatGPT can create interactive graphs and charts.
Interactive.
Yes.
So I could like hover over things and see
Yes.
more detail.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's a much more engaging way to explore your data.
Than just staring at a spreadsheet.
Right.
Okay.
It's like the difference between reading a travel brochure
Yeah.
and actually exploring a new city.
Okay. You sold me.
Yeah, okay.
But what about predictions?
Yes.
Does that mean it can tell the future?
Okay, so ChatGPT is not a crystal ball.
Okay.
It can't tell you exactly what's going to happen.
Right.
But what it can do
Hmm.
is analyze historical data,
Right.
identify trends,
Oh.
and make predictions about what might happen in the future
Okay.
based on what's happened before.
So using my online store example,
Yeah,
could it like predict next month's sales
it could.
based on the previous month?
It could give you a projection,
Okay.
which would be really helpful for planning.
That's amazing.
Right.
This all sounds a little too good to be true.
Sure.
Is there a catch?
The main thing to remember is that these predictions are based on past data
Okay.
and current trends.
Right.
The future is always uncertain.
That's true.
Unexpected events can always happen.
Okay. But even with that caveat,
Yeah.
the ability to analyze data,
Right.
uncover insights,
Mm-hmm.
make predictions,
Yeah.
that's incredibly powerful.
It's really powerful. And the video emphasizes that this is like
Okay.
leveling up your AI game.
Okay.
This is where all those skills we talked about, the
Yeah.
prompting, the customization, understanding parameters, all come together to unlock some really impactful insights.
It's like you've given me a glimpse into the future
Deciding.
of how we're going to work
Yeah.
with information.
Totally.
No more drowning in data,
That's the dream.
just clear insights,
Yeah.
actionable knowledge.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
And with AI tools like ChatGPT,
Right.
it feels like we're on the cusp
Yeah.
of a revolution in how we learn, work, and create.
This has been incredible.
It has.
We went from writing really good prompts
It covered a lot of ground.
to building our own custom GTTs,
It's amazing.
exploring AI images,
Yeah.
and even data analysis,
All within ChatGPT.
all within ChatGPT. It's amazing.
And we've only just scratched the surface.
I know, right?
It can do so much more.
It's really exciting,
It is.
but also kind of overwhelming
It is.
to think about everything that we can do with it.
It really is a powerful tool.
So what are your biggest takeaways?
So my advice is to just dive in and experiment.
Yeah,
Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
that's good advice.
And keep exploring. That's
Yeah.
how you really learn.
I love that.
Yeah.
So on that note,
Okay.
we're going to wrap up this deep dive.
Sounds good.
But before we go, we want to hear from you.
Yes.
What are your biggest takeaways?
Yeah.
What are you most excited to try?
Let us know.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
We'd love to keep this conversation going.
And if you want even more AI insights,
Mm-hmm.
make sure to subscribe to this podcast.
Yes.
And check out our website.
We got tons of resources on there.
We do. We've got articles, links to all the cool tools we talked about.
Yes.
So be sure to check it out.
Until next time, happy exploring.
See you later.